Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and happy Christmas! Happy Christmas, everyone! Yeah, it's Christmas Day, and I've still decided to release a video in the Tier 7 German heavy tank, the Tiger 1, the Tech Tree heavy tank. Now, I was playing this tank mainly because I had to buy it back for a competition, like a competitive game was in, and it had Tier 7 tanks in. So I bought it back, and then I realised you could get this really cool tiger skin. And it was like 2,000 gold, so it's quite expensive, but it looks really, really cool. And I thought, you know what, I might start playing a few games in this tank now I bought it back, because, you know, why not? I've just spent the money on this skin, and the skin does look fantastic. So here we are for the first replay, and we are actually platooned up with our buddy Swindle 321. It is we are a top tier game, and he's in an American heavy tank, the T29. So we're going to go across this side. Now the Tech Tree Tiger, I mean, a lot of you probably already played this tank, but if you haven't, it's actually a really good tank. It's got like fantastic DPM, 7 degrees of gun depression. You've got 240 alpha, 203 penetration on your standard rounds, and 237 on your premium APCR rounds, with sort of 1,250 shell velocity and 1,000 on your standard rounds. So the gun on this tank is fantastic. The armour can be okay if you're side scraping when you're top tier, but the second you fight higher tanks, you're kind of like a big hit point box, really. But the main good thing about the tank is that gun. And obviously when you are top tier, you know, it can be quite devastating. So immediately, I kind of thought, this is, you know, I'm not really spotting that many tanks here, which is a bit peculiar. So I'm going to try and move forward to the other side of this ridge. And it is starting to sort of dawn on me that a lot of the enemy team might have pushed the other way towards our base. And as you see on the minimap, that is what's just happened. So I'm kind of thinking, right, I either need to turn around and defend the base now, or try and win this side quickly and then turn around. So I've decided I'm going to try and, you know, because I'm not the quickest of tanks, I'm going to try and win this side fast, just try and get the damage from this area, and then hope that we can hold off long enough for me to get back to the base and try and get some resets in, because that's probably, you know, going to be needed. Now we pick up our first shot, our first pen, and our first kill of the game. And like I say, looking at the minimap, a lot of the enemy team have gone that way, but I'm so close to some damage here now. I'm just going to try and make the most of it. Apologise if I sound a little bit weird. I've had a bit of a flu over the last few days when I'm recording this. So yeah, I'm a little bit better now. I've finally got to the stage where I can actually record a video without coughing. So we managed to get some shots here into his Oni. We've got good farm positions. You know, we're just hoping to get some few more shots in before he turns around and gets a shot into us. We're trying to pull back. He does sort of angle his armour there and bounce it, but we've got friendly support from our Swindle and the heavy tank here. I'm going to kind of move around now because it looks like we have lost our base. So I'm starting to think I need to properly turn around. Maybe I should already be turning around, but the enemy front police is shooting at us, and I want to see if I can try and get some shots into it, because, well, you know, why wouldn't I want to shoot the artillery at the end of the day? So we're going to try, before we do that, help, you know, just win this side quickly. Should be able to finish off this enemy KV 3 there, which we do. And it's fairly even on the scores, but I just know the enemy team are going to push straight across to our base. But if I don't go and kill these artillery, then we're going to be constantly shooting at us when I go back, and I don't really want that to happen when I'm in a Tiger. So I'm going to just go back now and just see if I can spot these artillery pieces, because I know that it's going to be just over this ridge. I've seen where the shots come from, so if I can just spot them, then we can kill them. But obviously I'm against a bit of time, because like I say, the enemy are going towards our base. We do spot one of the artillery pieces, then we spot the second one, trying to focus them out and pick up, you know, try and get the, you know, Chuchi's medal maybe. We'll get one shot in there. Looks like this one's going to get out. Maybe we've got time to get that one more final shot in. We do, picking up the kill. And then we're looking for a kill on the final artillery piece. It is trying to shoot us here. But like I say, the enemy are approaching our base. And I'm a little bit concerned that none of our teammates have gone back either. They're all kind of just stuck on that ridge. So it's like, I'm conscious that we're just going to end up getting capped out now, because it's only really our friendly fun pieces, our friendly artillery pieces defending our base right now. So now we've killed the artillery pieces, I'm not going to sit in the cap. I am going to go straight back for that reset, because they're looking like they're going to put 3 in the cap, and at this point I'm thinking maybe I've made a mistake here. I might have lost this game, because if they put the 3 in the cap, they're going to win on the cap, and I am a long way out to getting back to this base. We've had an okay start to this game really. We had 2,000 damage, 4 kills when we've got all our hit points left. But I just don't think I'm going to have time to get to this base. So I'm literally just going to full send it. Like I say, we are top tier. I'm not even slowing down to aim at any of these shots just because I know I'm against the time really, in order for me to get back and get the resets, because it's only like less than a minute on this clock now. And it's only our friendly tank destroyer on the left which is close enough to maybe get there. No one else is really going to make it. So unless I get over this ridge and the TD gets there. But I'm just going to keep pushing in case he actually does get there and he manages to get one shot in. But as you can see, a lot of the enemy team have kind of pulled back to help, prevent this from happening. And now I'm in an awkward situation where I just have to keep pushing. And because of that, I've got an enemy tank destroyer behind us, and maybe I should turn to shoot him. I pushed myself in a really awkward situation, but that's because I thought we were going to lose in the reset, and unfortunately I get taken out there. Had I, not had that pressure of us losing to the cap, I could have easily survived there and gone on to got a lot more damage out of this game. But I thought we was going to get reset. As it stood, our friendly tank destroyer on the left does a blinding game, goes on to get all the resets, and we actually go on to win this game. So I'm going to skip ahead to the scoreboard and then we'll move on to the final replay of the video. Okay, so there you go. Despite me dying there, we do go on to win that. We get the ace tanker, 3,400 damage, about sort of 1,000 assistance and 5 kills, and so we have a decent game there. But one more replay to come, so let's move on to the final replay. Okay then, so here we are for the final replay of the video. This time it is a tier 8 lobby, so we are not top tier, but we are platooned up with our friend Swindle 321 again in his German tank destroyer, and there's no enemy artillery pieces in the game, which is handy because sometimes you can play the town area, but you can still get shot a lot by the artillery pieces. There's quite a few places where they can actually hit you, so it can make it a little bit awkward and then kind of leads to a bit of a boring game because you're just trying to not get hit by the artillery. But we don't have to worry about that today, so we're going to push across to the town and we're going to see what we can do. So as we're pushing across here, a few tanks do get detected on our left, so I'm going to try and look for a few shots. We get a nice cheeky shot in the move here into this enemy tank there. We're going to try and get some more shots in, and we pick up our first kill of the game, which is good. And then we're looking for some more shots into this enemy medium tank there. So we're just waiting to see if they expose themselves, because they're kind of stuck in an awkward situation. We do get some nice shots, and this way you can see where the gun does it can come off really effectively. Like the DPM on this tank is actually really nice for tier 7 heavy tank, and that's the best bit about the tank really. It is the gun and this this skin, which does honestly look really good. We fluffed that kill shot there, which was just poor shooting by me, but thankfully we get another opportunity at it and we pick up our second kill of the game, bringing us into a 13 versus 12. Still a very close game, but a very decent start to the game. Still got all our hit points, and we picked up 2 kills and over 1,000 damage. So we're going to keep moving into the town area. There's a lot of tanks to sort of fight here. We're just looking to see if we can find any angles. So swap to the small mini map. So I want to know exactly where the tanks are here. We're going to try and get a shots in this Oni when he's not paying attention. We get one shot in, but we're not so sure about poking again because we don't really want to get slapped. He's got the big derp in there. So you've got to be very careful. Obviously, you are a tiger. You are kind of a bit of a hit point box, really. You like to say the armors can be okay when you're top tier and you're side scraping, but like it's not that effective. Your whole front of the tank's quite easy to pen, really. So that is something you've got to be concerned with, or just be aware of. Enemy light tanks now coming around. We're looking to try and get a few shots into this light tank as he tried to scoop round the back of us. And we get shot by enemy T28 there. Looks like it's actually got the small gun on though, which is interesting. So it means he's probably not fully upgraded yet. And we managed to get 2 shots into him. So we came off fairly well in that trade-off, to be honest. We lost a little bit of hit points, but we put off a bit of hurt there. But he's got a good position for us. So we're going to keep pushing around to see if we can find any more shots which we can take. And still just using this small map at the moment because I just kind of want to know exactly where the enemy tanks are. Just so they're not going to get snuck up on. And this enemy Oni is getting pushed back by our friendly team now. And we're looking to try and get a few shots in. Unfortunately, we ricocheted a second shot there off his lower plate. But we're looking to try and get some more shots in if we can. It is still a very close game, so you've got to be quite careful. The Oni's now pushed round. We get a nice shot in, puts them onto a one-shot. We should be able to get the finishing shot in here. We aim for the little tumours egg. We know they are a weak spot and you can penetrate them. And we managed to pick up our third kill of the game there. Now we're going to try and close in on this other enemy heavy tank, which we've got spotted to our left. But it is an enemy tank destroyer with them, so we get a shot into the enemy American T-25 tank destroyer there, putting them onto maybe a free shot to us. And now you've got to be a little bit be careful, because we do have tanks coming behind us. It's like this enemy T-28 tank destroyer, so we are going to turn our attention to see if we can get any shots into this tank. Unfortunately, the frontal armour, we do bounce off the lower plate there. Again, I think he might have been using a small gun as well. I don't know if it was the same T-28 from earlier or not. But I don't want to just get in a frontal brawl with that tank, if I'm honest. I'm going to try and finish off this enemy TD, which we do. Now we're going to push around into this Tiger and see if we can take him out with our help of our friendly teammate there. He gets put onto a one shot. We should be able to finish him off, and we do. So take out the enemy hammer there. But puts us back into a 6 versus 6. We have got 5 kills and 3,000 damage. We get put onto 300 hit points there. Not ideal. Thankfully, he didn't track us right out in the open, so we were able to pull back into cover. We are having a decent game, but we have got to be careful. Now, this enemy TD looks like he's going to keep pushing us, and he is actually on a one-shot, so I'm really hoping he does just keep pushing us, because we should be able to finish him off before he gets an opportunity to. And we do, picking up our 6th kill of the game, puts us onto 3,200 damage. Still a lot of hit points remaining in this game, though. And like I said, I've got to be a little bit careful because I don't have many hit points to share right now. But we are up on the tanks. It is a 6 versus 4. And I know there is sort of 2 tanks around this sort of location. There's that T-28 from earlier. It looks like the light tanks moved off to the upper side. That's obviously a very dangerous tank in the end game. The light tanks are just going to outspot us. We do spot an enemy TD, we put him onto a one shot, it gets taken out, the enemy Scorpion G, which is good, because that Scorpion G could kill us in one shot with ease. We get our, obviously we want 6 kills here, we could pick up potentially a Devastator or even a Radley's medal here, and we're just going to try and come through. We don't want to throw this game away, because this is still easily losable. We've only got a 2 tank advantage, and they still have a light tank left, which is obviously going to be an advantage on a bigger map towards the end. So we do spot this enemy T-28. We don't know what gun he's got. If he's got a bigger gun, he can potentially kill us in one shot. If he's got a small gun, we could eat a shot unless we get set on fire. Which, being a German heavy tank, does happen a lot because your engine, can be penned from the front through the lower plate. But we get another shot into him, putting him onto us about, just shy of 4,000 damage. Get another one in, putting us on the 4,000. Looking to try and get the kill shot there, and we do. We pick up the 7th kill of the game. Putting us into 4,200, so we confirm the Devastator here, and there's only 2 enemy tanks remaining. One of which is, I think it's enemy SU tank destroyer, I think, and an enemy light tank. So we've got to be careful because that enemy light tank is just going to outspot us. I don't think the enemy tank destroyer has that good view range, so we have fairly good view range on this tank for our heavy tank. Again, I want to be careful I don't throw the game away, but also, we're having a good game here, and I've been really good to pick up Radley's medal, and that's what I'm thinking right now. Can we get a 8th kill of the game? We don't know how much damage that is left in that tank destroyer. If he's full health, we could potentially get us closer to that 5,000 mark for a tier 7 heavy tank. So we're going to try and push around and just see if we can find them. But like I say, I'm being careful. I really kind of want our friendly team to go and see if they can spot them. Also, I don't know how much heavy hit points they have right now, our friendly teammates, but I just know I'm very, very low on the hit points pool, and obviously I'm not the most stealthy of tanks. So things like that SU tank destroyer is obviously a lot more stealthy. He's got a better chance of getting closer and finding them undetected than I have. But that SU's he's not getting detected, he's not spotting anything right now, so I'm thinking maybe I can move forward. I want to be close enough if they do get spotted that they're still going to be in render range. I'm thinking they're probably on the field side, basically, camping at the back is what I suspect. They're either there or they're hiding in the low water ground in the corner of the map, but I don't think they're there. I think they are on the right hand side, in the field basically, and just hiding. So we're going to try and move over. We know we can get underneath the ridge on this right hand side. We can be a little bit safe if we do get detected. We can try and use the ridge as a bit of hard cover for us. But we're just trying to move forward. Like I said, it's weird I'm not getting spotted or anything by the light tank right now. I'm just assuming they've got to be in that area, you know. But I just want to see if we can just try and pick up a bit more damage. Now, as we're moving forward, like I say, we're still not getting detected. And I think, you know, where actually are these tanks then? Because, yeah, like I say, they've got to be somewhere around here. I'm convinced that they're in this corner somewhere. And we do get detected there, and we're thinking, right, no, they've got to be fairly close. We're trying to pull back to try and stay safe under the ridge here. Because I'm getting outspotted. It must be that enemy light tank, which I just can't detect right now. And he's actually looking at us and targeting us. So I'm thinking, oh god, I'm going to get taken out. Now we take a shot from the light tank. We think we're going to pick up the kill, and unfortunately, the shell velocity of the Iron Rain just beats us to it, and he ends up picking up the kill, which is a shame for me because I wanted to try and pick up the the 8th kill there. But we do pick up, you know, the assistance from it, so it's not too bad, and thankfully we stay in the game. And it's just this one tank destroyer left, and at this point, you know, I really don't. It's got to be over in this corner, just hiding somewhere. You know, I have a one-shot to him, but I think we're going to win even if I do die now. So I'm just going to keep pulling forward. We're going to cap out in 30 seconds anyway, so I need to just try and see if we can find them. And just try and get any more damage out of this game. You know, I'm hoping he's just going to be in this corner. But I'm thinking, I don't actually know where he is at this point. You know, is he just at the back of the base, just hiding, not doing anything? Maybe he was AFK. But then he gets spotted in the corner, and he gets taken out and deleted by our Iron Rain, or friendly Iron Rain, and that brings us then to the video. So let's just see how we got on. We got 7 kills, 4,200 damage, 2,400 base XP, 800 assistance. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and remember, happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!